Here we launched the 45 Texan, and it was just a great hit. We can't hardly keep them in stock. I mean,
right.
It's just a great hunting rifle.
Right.
One of the things that all of our users were complaining about was the noise out in the deer woods.
Sure, with all the power comes all the
right.
noise.
They wanted to know if there was going to be a Texan SS because our famed Condor SS.
Yeah.
So Air Force listened. They worked on it. They came up with a shrouded barrel, and so now we have the Texan SS.
Wow.
It'll take this gun from right around 120 decibel down to about 70 decibels.
Wow, now that's amazing. Now, everyone of course wants the quiet, but I'm sure right about now they'll be watching at home and they're thinking, okay, well if I go that route, and I've already had my eyes on a Texan, do I have to give up anything to get the shrouded barrel?
Well, yeah, you're going to give up a little bit of distance. You're going to give up a little bit of feet per second on it because obviously that air coming back through that chamber is going to slow it down a little bit.
Sure.
But, because the gun is just at 1,000 feet per second on the Texan, it's really not that loud to begin with. It sounds like maybe a car tire blowing out. But when you're in the woods, everything multiplies.
Oh, yeah. Especially when it's cold.
Exactly. So, you're going to give up maybe a little bit of distance, but still at 100 yards, typically, whitetail that are taken are within 75 yards or less. So at 100 yards, you're still going to be accurate, still having plenty of knockdown power.
That was going to be my next question for Rick, because obviously everyone knows Rick, he's an avid hunter, an air gun hunter, what's the effective range if I do go with the moderator, but he answered that. Out to 100 yards is cool.
Yeah, and we're still kind of tweaking on finding a barrel twist that's going to give us a little bit more velocity out there. And so there's going to be a few changes before you can actually buy this. This will be out probably by the end of spring. It'll be available. It'll be being shipped to retailers, distributors.
Now I don't know if Rick can answer this next question, and if he can't, that's okay. But everyone's going to probably be getting excited about this as I am. What are we talking in terms of money? Do we know yet?
They haven't even told me.
I had a feeling.
That's
a common answer
the
Texan,
around here. The Texan is it retails for $9.99. So I'm guessing that this is going to be probably just shy of that, maybe.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would probably be. It would almost have to be just right around that same price, or give or take a few dollars.
Well, I wouldn't be crying if the price went up, because obviously the value's there, and if it's going to keep it quiet, all the better for the guys, especially if you need to take that follow-up shot and you don't want to spook the game that's maybe a mile away. But are you allowed to talk about, Rick, what's going on inside here, or is that proprietary?
Yeah, it's kind of top secret right now until they get it all finished out.
I tried for you guys.
But I will tell you, since you're down there and you're fairly close to home for me too, so maybe you and I can get together down there in the Sunshine State and kill something.
Amen, I'd be all about it. All aluminum, I'm guessing?
Yeah, all aluminum. Everything's made in-house. We make pretty much everything but the barrels right now.
And the gals are going to want to know if I want to clean my Texan, can I take it off?
Yeah, there's some screws there. You can pop it off. You can pull the shroud out of it. You can actually undo it, and you can take the shroud off of it there, but the collar stays on because it's actually pinned, underneath the grip. There's a piece that comes down there. So yeah, you'll be able to, clean the lead dust out of it. Okay, cool. Next goofy question. If I take this off, is this still an effective hunting platform? It is. You'd have to reset your sights. You'd have to resight it, and it would be louder than all get out. All right, now this is the original Texan, right? Well, this is the original Texan. All right, well let's grab this. I just wanted to grab it for comparison. Okay. Because people are going to be wanting to know the size difference. Okay, so you've made some changes to the gun, like we talked about, taking the barrel down a little bit, and the benefit is quieter. I got to say, one thing I'm noticing, you didn't lose the low profile, sexy look of the Texan. It still looks good, just a little meaner now. I think, when I first saw it with the can on there, this to me is just amazing. I like it. Yeah. I think it's awesome. Well, I'm excited. I'm with Rick on that one. Well, I can't thank you enough. Thanks for spending time. I know you're a busy guy. Well, I appreciate you coming by. It's always good to talk to air gunners like yourself. Yep. We definitely need to get together and do some shooting. I'd like it. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, you, buddy. Take care. All right. Guys, cruising through the Umarex booth, I saw something that totally caught my eye, so I grabbed Mr. Steve Lamboy here. Steve with Umarex. Very good to meet you. To take us through this product. This is their new hammer. What the heck we got going on here?
Well, what we have is an entirely new area of airgun power.
Big bore.
Big bore. So
Yep.
this is a big 50 caliber. It's actually a 50 BMG caliber.
Good Lord, could I, just for everybody at home, just so that they can see through that huge hole right on the side of the stock there.
Right. So this gun started as a strategy. How do we create the energy level that the state DNRs would want to have in an air gun to make it legal for hunting?
Yeah, deer, bear, the big stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we designed the entire gun around achieving that energy level, and that energy level is well over 700 foot-pounds.
That's amazing. 700, over 700 foot-pounds.
700 foot. We can shoot ammunition at a velocity over 1350.
That's amazing. What kind of weight ammunition are we talking about?
Well, for example, we can shoot 550 grains of pure lead at close to 900.
That's amazing.
And so we can actually shoot more than 700 foot-pounds, but I mean 700 is plenty. So
Well, you know, the next big question everyone's going to have at home when you start throwing numbers out there like 700 plus foot-pounds, okay, well, if I miss, do I get a follow-up shot?
exactly. This is a 3-shot repeater, and it has a patented valve system and a patented magazine.
Okay.
The magazine is actually the chamber.
The magazine is the chamber,
It's a chamber mag.
which is probably what's going on,
Right.
yeah, with that thing I saw sticking out the
So
side
this,
there.
This is a 3-shot pump. We give
Okay.
you 3 identical full power shots,
Okay.
plus several, lesser shots,
Okay.
of course. And it's a rapid pump. There's no pressure. There's no cocking pressure. The only cocking pressure is to move the cylinder over. See?
All right, so let's just recap here. So I'm getting 3 shots
Yes.
at full burn, 50 cal, and I'm at pump. So I don't got to take my hand off the gun and fiddle with moving around up around my cheek or on the side, cocking a lever or bolt. And I noticed you cocked that, and it's not like you were pulling back some massive spring to hit a hammer.
Oh, no,
so there's some different things going on in here.
There's no spring hammer.
Okay, so
This is
so
not
this
a
is
spring hammer system.
this is different.
It's totally different.
So
There is
what are
no
we doing?
load. This is a new valve. We're not talking about everything that happens in this valve, but this valve has absolutely no load. There's no load. So we actually have to create the trigger pull
Okay.
artificially because
Oh.
there's no load. There's
Does it need batteries?
needs no batteries.
That's probably all they're going to care about.
There are no batteries.
As long as you're doing it
It's
and they don't have to worry about it and it's smooth and light and quick, I think we're going to be good.
It is the first balanced valve system used in air guns. It's a balanced valve. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, very
But
cool.
If you were to buy a Grand Prix racer,
Uh-huh.
McLaren, and tear certain things down, you'd probably get a hint.
Okay. This is like Umarex USA Skunk Works over here with
Exactly.
their new hammer. They're telling us how cool it does and what a good job it does, but they ain't telling us what's in it.
Interchangeable tanks.
Okay, so I can keep a tank or 2 in my backpack.
You can
3 shots, 6 shots, 9, 12, as many packs
screw
as
it
I
right
can take
on.
them.
Screw it right on. It
Very
has
cool.
a fully shrouded barrel.
Okay.
The gun is 8 pounds. The overall length is 42 inches.
Okay, if I can pause you right there for a second. So the barrel's shrouded.
Yes,
I'm
fully shrouded and silent.
It is silenced, but I am guessing with this kind of power, this is not a silent air gun.
You'd be surprised. I would
be surprised.
I have no hesitation saying this is the first ever quiet backyard deer gun.
What?
Where that's legal, of course.
You're kidding me.
No.
I'm just going to show everyone back home down the business end of this bad boy.
I would not hesitate to quietly shoot a deer in my backyard where it's legal.
Okay. Fill probe. What's the PSI? What's the operating pressure on a gun like this?
4,500 PSI.
So we filled a 4,500. What's the bottle made out of?
Bottle is made out of steel and carbon.
Okay. Next big question, and you may not be able to answer it, and if you can't, that's totally cool. But guys and gals that are into big bores always like to know, all right, who's making my barrel? What can I shoot out of it? What can't I shoot out of it? Can you talk to any of those points?
Yes, I can. All right. The barrel is, I can't tell you who's making this barrel because
Okay.
there's not another barrel like it.
All right.
So this is a special barrel. I can tell you that the twist rate that we're using will stabilize everything from 550 grains of lead down to 88 grains of nothing.
Whoa, 550 to 88.
Yes.
So then you're doing something differently here. How are you accomplishing that out of a 50 caliber barrel?
Well, how we're accomplishing that is the type of rifling we're using and the twist rate achieve that. So we're over stabilizing the heavy the heavy lead.
Okay.
Because the heavy lead usually wants a twist rate of well over 1 in 30.
Okay, so you can tell Steve's a lot smarter than I am. But for the guys and gals back home, what I'm trying to get at is this is a 50 caliber rifle. Right? But you're not always shooting 50 caliber slugs through here.
We've designed a whole,
here we go.
A whole series of ammunition. So for example, using our sabbated ammunition, which is 50 caliber sabbats.
All right, so we can shoot sabbat rounds
and the sabbat
out of the haber.
We're actually partnered with polycase ammunition. So this is hyper lethal ammo. We can shoot that 357 out of this gun at over 1350.
Good Lord, all right.
So if somebody wants to shoot a coyote at 180 or 190 yards, you have the energy to do it. This 200 grain polycase speed valve load, this will shoot nearly 1,200 feet per second.
That's amazing. All right, so let's recap it. It's powerful,
yes.
It's quiet, it's easy to use,
yes.
And it's extremely versatile because I don't have to put a 50 cal slug in here. I can if I want to, but if I want to sabbat it down to something 80, 90, 100, 150, 200 grain, because I want to, maybe I'm not shooting hogs this week, maybe I'm shooting coyote.
Exactly.
I can do it all with this platform.
Exactly.
That is bad to the bone. Stephen, I cannot thank you enough for taking us through that process.